everyone, I'm Beth with Bodies by Pilates, and today I'm going to take you through an arms flow, but we're going to be seated. So I get a lot of questions about, can I do arm exercises in a chair without having to stand up for so long? And the answer to that is absolutely yes. So I thought I would help and provide a couple of ideas. So today I'm using my 2-pound weights. I always say somewhere between 1 and 3 pounds is ideal because we do keep our arms up for quite a period of time. So whatever feels comfortable for you, you can always just put your arms down if you need a break, and I'll remind you of that as we go through class. You can use soup cans, you can use water bottles, you can just use your hands. You really don't need any special equipment for these classes. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. Remember though, even while we're seated, we want to make sure that our posture, our chest, our shoulders have good form. So I'll remind you of that as well. Let's just start with our arms by the sides of our chair, and we're going to start warming up those arms. So we're going to take our arms forward, we're going to take them out, and we're going to bring them down. So we want to move our arms in every direction to be able to make sure that we don't lose our range of motion, that we keep our shoulders healthy, and that we're able to do our everyday tasks without any pain. We're going to do one more in this direction, and then we're going to switch it up. All right, here we go. We're going to take it out, forward, and down. So we always want to move our arms in every direction. And when we go in one direction, we always want to reverse it just so that we're making sure that we're keeping everything nice and healthy. Lovely. We have 2 more. Out, forward, and down. And 1 more. Out. And then we're just going to stop forward. So we're going to start with a 1-arm hammer curl. Just one at a time. So we also like to sort of challenge ourselves with some combination moves, making sure that our mind is staying engaged. We're gonna do 1 more on each side. Now we're gonna do both. Both come in and both go out. Good. So we like to keep our elbows lifted when we do this so that we're isolating our bicep muscle. So when we have our arms down, we don't quite get the same isolation, but again, if those arms get tired, you're just gonna bring them down a little bit. All right, this one you're just gonna hold at that 90-degree angle. So the hands are right over the elbows, kind of in that number 11. I want you just to pulse it up, push up and up. Good. So it's a micro movement. You might be feeling it already, and if you are, that is wonderful. Good, so not a lot of bouncing here. Check back in on your posture, make sure your shoulders are down. Shoulders are gonna be the first to jump in to try and help us. All right, we're gonna open that arm out and bring it back in. Other arm out and in. Good, so it's just this 1-arm goalpost, opening and closing. Beautiful. Now we're gonna do both. They both go out. They both come in. Again, they're still lifted to shoulder height. We're leading with those elbows. Definitely feel it, so I hope you are too. Feet are firmly planted on the ground. 2 more. And last one, hold it here. Little pulse up. Good, so you're just pushing up. Now, one of the things I want you to think about too, turn sideways for this, is don't let those hands just fall back where you're putting all that pressure on those wrists. Keep the wrists and the knuckles facing up towards the ceiling. All right, here we go. We're gonna open out and out. Ooh, there's crack. So we're doing our unilateral work first, 1 at a time. So you might feel 1 arm stronger than the other, and then we do both. We're gonna do 1 more on each side. And here we go. It's our lateral hammer curl. Out and in. So again, arms are lifted. That isolates that bicep. Just make sure that those shoulders are starting to hunch up. And if you need to, you can always bring it down just a little bit. And when you feel like you're ready, you can just come on back up. Good, last 2. Last one, hold it right there. All right, we're gonna lower it down. Whew, feels good, just roll out those shoulders. We're gonna turn the palms forward and we're gonna work our way up into our bicep curl. So we're just gonna work our way up. They're climbing up until they come up to that shoulder height, and then we're gonna work our way back down. So it's 4 up and 4 down. Okay, just moving them up a little bit at a time until we get them squared away with the shoulders, and then we go right back down. Excellent. We're gonna do one more up, and we're gonna hold it up there. And last one. Very nice. Okay, we're gonna crisscross it down and crisscross it up. So this is also working our chest muscles, our pectoral muscles, down and up. And as we change the position of our palms, you're gonna feel a little bit of change of where you feel it in your biceps and in your shoulders. All right, we're gonna go back down. Excellent. We're gonna work those triceps a little bit. So I'm gonna turn to the side, and because you can always stay with one weight, or you can place both weights in one hand. So that would be 4 pounds for me. That's probably a lot, but I'm gonna give it a try. So I'm seated so that I have space to put that arm down. I'm going to hinge forward. So I'm not gonna just lean forward, but I'm going to hinge forward. I'm gonna use that arm to help me, to remind me to stay hinged. I'm gonna bring that arm up and take it down. Bring it up and take it down. So when you bring it up, you're kind of poking that elbow behind you. And what I don't want you to do is to drop that shoulder. So it's not an up and down. It's an up and lower, up and lower. Good. So keep the back nice and long. You're gonna hold that next one up there. The elbow's nice and high. I want you to extend it and bend it. Extend and bend. Beautiful. Out and in. Out and in. 4 more. 4. Squeeze. 3. 2. You're gonna hold it back there. Little pulse up. Pulsing it up. Last 4, 3, 2, last one. Bring it all the way down. Woo, that was a lot. Okay, we're gonna turn to that other side. It's amazing how just a couple more pounds really makes a difference. So the triceps are hard to get to, and they're pretty strong for the most part. So if you thought that that was too heavy, just go down to one weight. So we're gonna start on the side here. We're gonna hinge it forward, and we're just gonna bring that arm up and down and up and down. So maybe if you have a mirror, you can just look at yourself to make sure that you keep that good posture. And once again, just be thoughtful about not dropping that arm up. It's not kind of a row like that. We're using and isolating just the arm. 3 more. 3, 2, hold this one up. Take it behind you, bring it in. So if you'll notice, I'm trying to keep my elbow right where it is. It's a little uncomfortable in this chair, so I'm just gonna move over just a little bit. Bring it in and take it out. It's also hard to hold 2 weights in one hand. 4 more. 4, 3, hold that belly in, lengthen that back, hold this one back there. Little pulse up, up. So it's gonna wanna come down. I want you to think about keeping it up there. Square those shoulders off. Pull that belly in, nice long back, so many things to think about. You got it, last 4, 3, 2, last one, bring it all the way down. Wow, that was a lot. All right, we're gonna do one more for our triceps. And this time we're gonna take those weights, one weight back in each hand. We're gonna take our arms up overhead. These are gonna be our skull crushers. So let's start with an individual skull crusher, back and back, back. There's that crack again, and back. Okay, so we're trying to keep those elbows facing forward. I know it's kind of hard to see. We're gonna do both. So I like to put my arms together and take it back. So this is also a difficult one because you want to make sure that those shoulders are not hunching up towards your ears, that you're not arching your back, that you're keeping the elbows facing forward. 4, 3, 2, and the last one, hold it right here. Take those palms forward. I want you to come all the way down in front and then all the way back overhead. Whew. All the way down in front, all the way up overhead. Beautiful. So it feels good to bring those arms down, but we're also just rotating. So again, if you've had any shoulder injuries, maybe this is not possible. That's okay. You go to your range. So if your range is right here, come right back down. It's totally fine. But every day we work on it, right? When we don't work on it, as I always say, if you don't move it, you're going to lose it. So you might as well give it a try. All right, next one, we're going to hold it up. We're going to bring it down and up. This is our overhead press, one at a time. Pretty much anything you can do standing, you can do sitting. So no excuses as to why we can't move our arms. As we age, lightweight is so important to have some weight training, some weighted exercises, keep our bones healthy, one more on each side. All right, here we go. Both down, both down. I want you to think about pulling the shoulder blades together and back. 4 more. 3, 2, the last one. You're gonna flip that arm forward, flip it up. So our little scarecrow here, we're working on our shoulder mobility as usual. Good, one more on the right. And one more on the left. Here we go, flip them over, flip them up, flip it over, and flip it up. You got it. We're gonna do 4 more. 4, 3. If you feel those shoulders coming up, maybe set the weights down. 2. And last one. Good, bring those arms all the way down. That was amazing. Okay, let's set those weights down and let's just stretch those arms out. So you can take as much time as you want on this. Take a big inhale, bring one arm across. Give it a hug, but pull the shoulder down. So it shouldn't be up under our chin. Just pull it down. And then open it up and take that other arm across. Good, just rotate those wrists around in case they did bend. Take those fingers nice and wide like jazz hands and then pull them together in a fist. Take them out, pull them together. Good, let's take a big inhale. And then exhale, blow it all out. Wonderful. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you got a few ideas as to how we can continue to work our arms even in a seated position. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and check out the other videos on my YouTube channel. And I hope to see you back here real soon.